Hey, what up everybody? Back with another snake video, this time part 2 of grenade. So if you haven't checked out my other video, check it out, because it'll cover other stuff about grenade that I won't cover in this one. So in last time in VCM, just kidding. Well, we went over the circle of what you could do with grenade, and basically how you could cancel with certain options, and what you could do, right? The stuff that you could like do, which will be very important. And I want to talk about spot dodge first. Spot dodge, if you guys weren't aware of this, that you could cancel with a tilt, which makes it great. Right when Snake pulls grenade, right, that's when he's basically like able to move. You could use spot dodge. You could just do like a smash attack kind of like thing that you're like hit shield and down, because if not you're gonna end up buffering shield, and then when you hit the C stick, it's gonna buffer grab. Watch, see? So you gotta be careful. So the way you do it is like you do after pulling pin, you do the smash attack shield thingy that I said, and then you just basically just hit the tilt in the direction you want. But the thing is, right when you like do the smash the shield and down, right, you want to let go of shield and instantly hit and hold in the direction you want to do the tilt. That'll buffer the tilt basically, and you're gonna get like a super fast tilt basically. Something also I want to mention, that if you cook the grenade and you like hold the grenade and you do like a tilt that lasts a long time, like right there, like side tilt, you want to make sure that you don't do a tilt that's gonna last long, because if you do, unless you're gonna get a punish, right, like you're gonna make sure you're gonna kill this person. But if you do, make sure that you like do a tilt, like let's say you cooked it, you do like a down tilt or an up tilt, that way it doesn't explode all the time in your face. You see, I wasn't fast enough, and you have time to kind of like do this, because if I cooked it and I do this, I'll be like stuck in the first or second hit, and instead of that I could just do this and just actually let me do it faster and just throw it up. So basically you have less time, because you'll be stuck in the first hit or second hit of side tilt. So that's something you want to aim your tilts properly, right? For example, at low percentages, you could do something like this. Throw the grenade and boom, it'll explode on their face. It's just an example, right? You could also do this. It'll hit them, and since they hit them, it'll bounce off of them and they can't grab it unless they do. The thing is, if they do an aerial in that situation as well, they're gonna grab it, because the thing is, you could also do it like with aerials. Let's watch. You could do this. See, I grabbed it with an aerial. So depending how you space yourself, you could since you could grab the grenade. So even if they do like an aerial, if they hit it, it will explode, or if it's a weak hit, it will bounce off of them and then it will explode, because it's close to them. Remember I said that you shouldn't let yourself get hit by the grenade at all or come near it. So it's like they either have to air dodge, or the grenade will explode right on their face, or they hit it and then explodes, or they grab it then explodes, then you get a follow-up anyway. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. Pretty sick. Let me show you, for example, some of the stuff that you could do. Let's see. I want to put more damage on this guy. I think this is good. Let's say I do this and then that. I just throw it up. Oh, that was close. So yeah, those are the kind of things that you could do. You could basically get like a kill if they're like up there. If they're like really up there, you could it'll still pressure them, because they're close to the blast zone. They have to air dodge, because they can't hit it or try to grab it. They could grab then air dodge, but they still force into an air dodge, and then they can't air dodge in there anymore. Then you can have anything you could do whatever you want. You could like cover landing by doing this, cooking grenades, or just throwing them up in the air. You could do this and then throw it. Since they'll like, if you cook it, you could hold it like this. Pretty sick. But if you time it, that they're gonna grab the grenade, right? Let's say you time it, you could just do like an up throw, and you could, yeah, like, let me show you really what you could do. Watch. Grab them, and then, ooh, so close, so close. I want to do the Glacy, so shout outs to Glacy. Glacy's awesome. There you go. Kind of wait like a little bit of time. If you cook the grenade, you have more time to like kind of like, you could just go like right ahead, but you could do stuff like that. Kill them at like ridiculous percentage, like 10%, 20%. So that's pretty cool. So as much as Snake could use basically the grenade like against you, you could use it against him as well. So that's pretty sick as well. So now some ledge trap situations. While I remember everything else that I'm gonna do that it's gonna cover. Let's say you put a grenade here, and the edge right like this. This will cover normal get up attack, get up jump if it's well timed. And if I'm here like this, right? Like I said, I do this and then I roll. This will also cover basically the roll distance. And sometimes what they do is smart players would time like a get up. But the bad thing is that I've seen a lot of people they do normal get up and then I just go in and grab them. So it's like if you're in this situation and you want to time something, make sure you do like all your options. Like you just do a random option like roll, jump, just kind of normal get up attack. Like, make sure that you change up all your options. Don't just use normal get up, even if he's at roll distance. Like, but give him a reason. Like, if like he barely has time to set up, just roll, dude. Like it's likely he does it like a side tail or something, or just jump. Like, so like give him a reason. Make sure like that he thinks like, oh, like no, he's too good. He wouldn't do like a normal get up. He's gonna get grabbed or like stuff like that. So you want to read the read basically. And you want to, and if you're a snake player, you want to read the read of the read, and so on like that. It's kind of like that's the game here, right? So spot dodge for grab. If they land, you could shield, right? And you see how the grenade's in the back. You could always hold it like make sure you don't hit the back, you hit the front. And if you're a snake player, you could also hold it and then cover landing like that because the grenade ends up in the front, like I said next time. So that's pretty sick. So even if those are like. That's kind of like a small recap for you kind of understand what I mean in those intricate situations, because you could always do this and wait for the grab if they do like a get up attack. You could correlate it, like make it extend shield stun. You see how I do this, and then like let's say they get up and shield a lot. The grenade will do is like it will basically hold them on shield because it'll be stuck in shield stun. It'll allow me to use like another move, so I could do that. And stuff like that. Yeah, you could do a bunch of stuff. A little gimmick that I like to do is that when I do a grenade, when there's smoke, I drop a C4 like that, and then I just jump away like and they explode. It's really funny. So that's a little gimmick. If you like gimmicks, use explosions to drop C4. They never see it coming. It's actually quite hilarious. So something else I want to talk about that's more neutral. Depending on how you throw the grenade, see how it bounces off of them. If you throw it really hard at them, it'll bounce off too far that if they try to grab it and throw it back, it technically is cooked, quote unquote cooked. If you guys can't see me, but I'm doing like little bunny ears, like showing that quote unquote. Because by the time, if it's too far from their shield, like because of the shield bounce, what'll happen is that, watch, you see how it bounced so far? Yeah, since it bounces so far, especially if you throw it hard, what will happen is that they can't grab it. They could try to use an aerial, but they run the risk of hitting the grenade instead of grabbing it, or being stuck in the lag of the basically during the animation of the aerial, and then the grenade explode. Or what will happen is that they grab the grenade and the grenade will explode right after they try to throw it. So that's pretty sick. Those are like minor things that I was talking about. See how the grenade bounces much further? They don't have time to grab it. It sucks. So that's some of the stuff that you can do with a grenade, that it's like kind of like important. So spot dodge canceling, basically also ledge trapping those situations, very very good, especially because I said that the hitbox on grenade is huge. There you go. Yeah, something like that. To show the stuff that you could do. It's pressure. That's the thing. It's pressure. Remember, your goal is to like force approach. So let me just explain it like the easiest way possible. You guys understand? Snake has a bipolar neutral. Snake is like, oh, approach me. You have to approach me, and then when you get close to him, you're just like, get off of me. He's like, it's quite funny actually. He's like, he's that kind of character. He's like super bipolar. It's like hilarious. So you could do that, and you do these to cover landing. You could just drop it off like that, and when you ledge trap, you could also do this, and it'll explode right on point. You could also just kind of drop it low to cause a stage spike or follow up with a fair. If you kind of just hold it and do this, watch. boom, and you could also let's say you double jump and you drop it and boom. You could do this, and it'll explode basically right on the right where the ledge is at. Also, even like kind of like closer to the ledge like this. If you want to do it fast enough, you could also like let's say you grabbed it right, you could throw it down like this. You could also throw it like this, and especially if you bounce it off like this, it'll like, depending how you cook it. You see how it went exploded there? If I hold a little, it'll explode in the air. See? Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So that those cover those options. So you could just always like kind of like put the grenade roll back here, then just toss a grenade like this. You see? So you could do this, boom. You could do this and then you have double grenade. Then you could use the explosion for the C4, like I said. Pretty interesting. And then and especially because if they do like they do this kind of things. Watch. I don't know if you guys knew this, but if you're close to the edge and watch. Give me a second. You're close to the edge and you do an aerial. What happen is that you'll grab the grenade instead of like. Yes, you'll grab the grenade. That's why I said that you could grab the grenade with aerials. So then you could follow up, and then you could you keep them at disadvantage. So it's still they're still trapped because of that. So they can't let go of the edge and try to like hit you, because if they do, they're gonna be in a world of pain. Watch. Let's say that he grabs the grenade, right? Oh, that's smart. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last video, but if you're stuck in that situation, the counter would be to like Z dropped. I did kind of mention it, but I wanted to save it, but Metaknight kind of just beat me to it. There you go. You get some sick follow-ups and kills like super early percentages. So as much as you could use it for Snake, you could use it against Snake. You could do so many things. You could honestly like, I don't know if I showed you guys this or. I didn't want to. Let's say you grab them right, and yeah, there you go. Use invincibility or get them off of you, and you get the spike. Let's even if it was a Captain Falcon and they grab the Snake, you forward throw them, you run off and just do a fair for downer. I mean, let's say Snake grabs the grenade and then you just kind of like, yeah, there you go. You can do that. I want to show you guys how early he could die though, because if you time the grab right. Oh, what the heck is happening? There you go. You could do this, grab him, and then. I love that. Glacy, thank you very much. You're awesome. Thank you. It's an old tech, but I'm so glad he brought it back. Shoutouts to that guy. Shoutouts to Glacy. You're awesome, dude. So let's carry on. So you could do all sorts of things. So if he's doing this, and then he basically he's waiting for landing, like you with an aerial. A good counter to that would be just tomahawking. I don't know why people just don't tomahawk. Yeah, the thing is, you saw how like you had some time, because basically it takes a while for the grenade to explode. It takes 2.5 seconds, as you already know that. So you could time the fact that he's like doing grenade, then force him into grabbing grenade, and then you could do that. Because if not, if he just does this, he's gonna drop grenade, and then you're not gonna get that cool follow up. But you will be able to get just a grab combo. You'll be so you won't be able to use grenade against him because he's not holding it. But you could potentially grab the grenade, run back, throw it at him, then follow up. Or you could just grab the grenade if you're not Snake or you are Snake. Z-drop it. And if you're getting stuck in a combo like that, you could just smash Z. That way you Z-drop it and you don't get followed up really badly like that. So, and I showcased it with Metaknight right now that you could just Z-drop it. And that way he doesn't get that sick follow-up or die at super early percentages. And I do it to people all the time, and I'm like, why don't you just Z-drop it? But it's kind of like a fast thing. Sometimes you don't have time. Especially because sometimes you're stuck in hit stun and you feel like you can't react, but you could drop the grenade during that time frame. You should be able to. So you gotta remember that. You gotta remember those things. So if they do land and they hit your, let's say they don't do a tomahawk, right? You could do that and then follow up, and you get a nice 47. And that's a true combo, by the way. Unless they hold in, which is kind of hard because it's hard to react to sometimes. So if you do try to hold in and out or in and up, so that way you don't after the nair. That way they don't come from the nair. If they're trying to do nair, just hold out. They just hold out. That way they don't get a true follow up. But if they do hit the nair, especially because you're running in like this, if you're running towards each other, or you're landing towards him, let's say, especially like in this situation, they're trying to get up, right? And they're like landing. They're like, watch. Let me show you with Metaknight. They're like landing like this, and then try to land with an aerial. You're going towards him. It's very likely, even if you fall, like hold out, you're like basically close to him. Like technically, you're like actually DIing in first, so it's gonna be hard for you to even like try to DI out right away because your momentum is pushing you forward already. So that's little minute things that you need to pay attention to. So if he does this, you could like tomahawk grab him. Make note that if he spot dodges or he rolls in this situation, most likely they'll try to dash attack you. So little things like that. Make sure that you pay attention to those options, which would be like spot dodge, shield, rolls, jumping, and stuff like that, depending of the position and where they are in the stage. So that will be very important for you to understand. So those are things that you need to kind of have a look out for. All right, so I think I've gone over some good portion of things. I will cover, I think, one more video on grenade, and it's just that there's so much to talk about. That way you guys can kind of understand. I'll go over more neutral things, but like more like in depth. I think the last video will be more like super hard in depth about like just neutral things, not just kind of like attributes of grenade. Because the thing is, I want to get you guys sped up with the attributes or the things that you could do with grenade. That way we could have a full grasp of grenade. That way we can actually use and counter grenade properly, and then I could actually go in through the little thingies, little details moving us forward. All right, so if you're not subscribed, subscribe. That will really help me because then I'll be able to continue doing this, and I'll stay motivated to do great videos, and I'll have that support from you guys, and that'll be great. Also add me on Twitter. I say really crazy dumb things sometimes, and you don't want to miss that. Awesome stuff. Also, please like and share this video. That'll mean a lot to me. Por favor. You guys have been great. Thank you. So I see you guys in the next video.